PSA to anyone who ever does hear this: if you find a copy of Johnny the Walrus, please snap it in two, and then tell Matt Walsh on whatever horrid little platform he's on to go suck a dick. With that,
stick your thumbs in his eyes.
Please stick your thumbs in Matt Walsh's eyes until he dies.
I'd do it,
would
but
be
I don't know where
service.
he is.
In Minecraft.
America.
How
big can
legal
America
reasons,
be?
this is in Minecraft.
Not in Minecraft.
You can't
in real life.
You actually can't.
Everyone watch our show so we can raise money to send me to America so I can murder Matt Walsh.
Kill Matt Walsh. You actually can't do in Minecraft anymore, by the way. That doesn't work anymore.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
You can't stick your thumbs in people's eyes in Minecraft anymore.
Minecraft
should add that back in. The cowards.
Now, who likes to pretend to be things? Is there anything you like to pretend to be? How about in the back?
I like to pretend to be
a ninja. That's a good one. What about you? All right.
Previously, in Tales from HEX, whatever episode 10?
10?
Is it 10?
I don't know
I think
anymore.
it's either 11 or 12, maybe.
Well, whatever episode this is. Previously there was an earthquake on HEX that tore through various landmarks like the police station, Milton's classic milk factory, the pet shop, and the workers' district. This resulted in many different events happening. Angus and Narcissa went on a joyful romp to invade a nun's privacy and try and look at her private documents, and she was understandably very angry about this and told him to fuck off. And now Angus may have made an enemy of She Who Seeks Truth in Knowledge or Mystery.
Mystery.
Meanwhile, Sister Masha, you went around and helped out in the workers' district, sort of directing people where you could, organizing and planning and making sure no one was injured, and you discovered 3 bodies at the bottom of a pit from 3 Delaware workers who seemed to have been drained, they were all pale, they were very sick, and you later discovered they had been infected with vampirism. The vampire, you've all managed to keep the vampirism on the down low, very quiet, because you don't want to cause a panic, and basically everyone seems to be scheming all the time. Rich Filament scheming, Mr. Fullerine, a man who owns a farmland on HEX, seems to be scheming and wants to get in Angus's good graces. And Barb, we found out, is also hiding some schemes of her own, as she revealed to Masha that she is a vampire hunter.
Are these vampires going to be my Cyberwoman?
That's an incomprehensible statement. That's an incomprehensible.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
You know exactly what I mean when I say that.
I can guess.
But you can't bring up the Cyberwoman at the beginning of a D&D session.
Oh, yes, I can.
Here's 2 things you should all watch. Watch the Cyberwoman Torturers episode 2. No, or episode 3. The Cyberwoman.
3, I believe. Yeah.
You should also watch How I Met Your Mother Funniest Moment, only on dailymotion.com. Turn down your volume, please.
No, turn it up. Turn it all the way up.
No, don't recommend.
Headphones in.
Don't do that.
Do it, cowards. Do
now,
it.
Before we jump right back into the session, Angus.
Yeah.
You were what were you analysing in your bar?
I had taken some blood from the infected man to see if I explicitly see what was wrong with it, first of all.
So I
and
think
then seeing if I could make it better.
If you could roll me a couple of checks, Roll me some Arcana, Investigation, and Intelligence.
12 Arcana, 20 Investigation, 9 Intelligence.
Okay.
It's very sad because Intelligence is my highest stat.
We will get back to the results of this in the morning time, but for now we are going to go over to Masha, who is sitting there in her dorm in the dead of night with Barb wearing her long trench coat. Monty is also in the room, like fast asleep. Yeah, Masha, Barb has just revealed an array of wooden stakes in her coat.
Wait, so okay, what's happening here? What is this?
Okay, before you freak out, ex-vampire hunter, current police officer, ex-vampire hunter.
I see. Okay. Cool. Hot. So okay. So you've met like vampires before, right?
No, yeah, when I was part of like the guild, yes. It doesn't come up a lot, and I don't really like to not had any need to come up. We've not had vampires, but yeah.
Now there are vampires. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense. That explains the stakes as well.
Yeah.
Probably
I'm
should have
surprised
figured
you
that out
didn't-
before, to be perfectly honest.
Surprised you didn't, honestly.
Yeah. I just thought you were a bit quirky with your weapon choices.
You could say
I don't know.
the stakes are high.
You could say the stakes are high.
I'm asleep. I mumble that in my sleep.
I
Must
say
have
it.
That far away.
Monty says it in his sleep.
Monty
Yes,
goes,
Monty, I agree.
Say the stakes are high.
Just what he says.
Bob immediately turns around and tries to stake Monty.
Kills her. Kills him instantly.
Oh no! So, okay, come, sit down. It's on the bed. I sort of like gesture to the bed to sit down. Stop flashing her stakes at me.
Yeah, she sort of like covers them up and sort of looks around. She's very sort of twitchy and paranoid at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. I assume, given that you're a vampire hunter, you don't have a positive view on vampires, but you must know the most about them. So, tell me everything you know, and we can sort something out. First question: is there a known cure?
For as long as I've been a vampire hunter, and from what I've heard from elders and all the other guilds, there is no cure. Never has been, probably never will be.
Okay. So, what you're saying is there, and there's no way to like, I don't know, them be vampires, but also be people. I guess I don't think that's the right word, but you know.
I mean, vampires, they can't really be trusted, really. Once you're like that, and there's no way going back, how can you be?
So that's it.
Yeah.
There's no hope for them.
No. And after everything with Jay, I was out of the loop. I wanted to just inform you of what's going to happen next. You, the changeling, Angus. I know that I know you're the only ones who know.
Yeah.
But this is only going to end one way, and either you three can handle it, or I'm going to handle it.
You seem to be the expert, and as much as I don't like the idea that we have to kill these people, that there's no other choice, if there truly isn't another choice, then protecting the rest of HEX is our main priority. How peacefully can you do it? Will it hurt?
It'll be instant.
Okay. I think Angus took some of their blood to analyze it. Before we do this, can we at least just go to him and see if he's found anything that could potentially make a cure? Not that I don't trust your expertise on this. It's just, given that you were a part of a vampire hunting guild, it doesn't seem like your guild was particularly interested in making a cure. Like,
we were interested in protecting
they
people.
wrote it off as impossible. Yeah. The safety of everyone comes first. I just need to be sure.
Masha. I'll let Angus do his tests, and you do whatever investigating. But as soon as I see anything, they're gone.
Okay.
And that's just how it's got to be.
Okay, I can live with that.
I'm heading out. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Get some rest.
Yeah.
And she gives you a little kiss on the cheek.
Oh, I kiss her back. And Barb, thank you for coming to me, telling me about this before you did it. I love you.
Love you too. And she gets up and she leaves. Okay.
I'm going to very quickly check to see if Monty woke up at any point during.
Can you roll me some insight, please?
That is a 21.
Yeah. As far as you know, no, he didn't wake up during that time. He's been very tired lately. Like, he seems to be just like sort of exhausted every day.
Okay. I again give him a little peck on the forehead and then try and go to sleep.
Okay. You head off to sleep. And the artificial birds, the sort of bird noises start playing, and everyone is now awake. It is now the day. So, everyone, what are your plans? Are you guys convening, or have your individual things you want to go off and do?
Okay,
What's the
right.
Or tests.
I have like a massive list of things that I want to do. I keep DMing them to Ollie. Like, okay, right. Who's going first? Me or Ben? Because I think we both have stuff we want to do.
I have two things I want to do.
What are your two things, Ben?
I want to write a letter to the what's her face that I annoyed yesterday.
The mother superior.
The mother superior, and ask for like a meeting at like lunch like tomorrow. But mostly I just wanted to say that Angus is probably going to be testing all day. He's probably going to close the bar and just do his research.
I just want to do a bunch of investigation, like visit some people.
Masha, what do you want to do? What's your game?
I think at some point I definitely need to go to Angus and ask about the tests that he's doing. I'm going to make sure that our vampires are tightly secured. I'll probably ask. Barb is probably already doing this, but I'm gonna see if like she is willing to sort of just stand outside the doors and act as a sort of bodyguard. I also think I'm gonna make sure that the hole where these bodies were found is basically being sealed off. Maybe like sending a team in there. Make sure that that hole is being watched, being guarded, making sure that no one goes in there.
Okay, cool. Okay, for now, I think we're going to start with Angus. Is your first priority just to patch things up with the Mother Superior, or just your tests?
I guess it's just gonna be like a quick letter, like asking for lunch. He's probably not even gonna send it until he's done his tests in like the evening. So the tests really.
Yeah, you wrote up the letter. I'm assuming it's just like an apology for what happened and what sort of transpired.
Yeah.
But your tests, so the tests you did the day before, you couldn't exactly get a grip with the vampire blood, but your arcana and your investigation into it is like the blood has definitely been like altered because of the vampirism. There has been a change to it, and your arcana hasn't revealed the exact sort of like looking to the magic potential of it. It's not revealed its exact nature, but you know it is a magical change, like entirely like it's entirely magical. just not the precise nature of it. What other tests are you performing?
I guess mostly just because it reacted poorly to healing magic, so he's probably gonna try that again. Try and react a bit to the sunlight, but really just also kind of other normal medicines, see if it reacts at all to general healing.
Your sort of tests were specifically for trying out in the sunlight. The blood at the moment doesn't seem to be reacting to sunlight at all. It seems entirely fine. As for healing magic, it again has the same reaction. And then for one of your other tests, can you please roll me medicine, please?
I got a 13.
So trying the sort of typical undead and regular magical healing seems to react the same as when you tried Masha tried healing the other man previously, but regular healing, it doesn't seem to have that same negative reaction. It seems to react like normal human blood. You mix some chemicals together, get some cowpole in there, and it seems to work out fine. It's not cured the vampirism, obviously, but it's not aggressive.
Isn't Calpol a brand?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Angus
Yeah.
made it.
Angus made
Yeah,
cowpole,
Angus'
yeah.
brand. Calpol.
Yeah.
Cowpole.
He's got incredibly rich off Calpol. That's how he has so much money.
Yeah, no other reason.
No other reason.
No.
Yeah.
It's all.
He doesn't
It's,
definitely-
it's,
No
it's
other
all.
reason.
It's in all his drinks.
He's
the
spiking
secret
people with
sauce.
cowpole. Oh no.
That's the secret
Calpol.
sauce. Calpol.
I was like, why does this taste so nice? He's like, I don't know. I'm just good at what I do.
And he winks to the camera, and then he kisses the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm also gonna use a replicate alchemy jug to make an alchemy jug.
Oh. Yeah, you create a big old alchemy jug.
And then I'm gonna pour 8 ounces of acid into little vials from the alchemy jug. Because it's a cool magic item and I can do that.
Is there a specific purpose behind this, or did you just want to do it because it was cool?
You can sell acid for a lot of money and it's just really good in combat, so
Okay, yeah, no, you pour out, you sort of get some acid prepared just in case there is any big incident, and you sort of see the blood sitting there very sort of still. Can you roll me a perception check, please?
can I use my my really cool passive wisdom in brackets perception?
Of
Which is
course.
just a normal 20.
In that case, you hear from your secret hidden lair, you hear someone seemingly shaking at the front doors of the bar.
I should probably go check that out. pick up the letter and I go check that out, I guess.
I thought you were gonna say you pick up the acid. I was really worried. I'm gonna check that out. Whoa.
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 You go up, you leave your little laboratoire, and you go up to the top, and you see shaking at the doors is Richard Filament, sort of going,
You okay, Richard?
Oh, Angus, there you are, and he puts his hand out for you to shake it.
I'm doing medical testing right now. I don't think it's a great idea to touch my hands.
Oh no, right you are. Medical testing, is that for the free sick men I heard about?
Yeah.
No, that's it's very unfortunate, isn't it, when that happens? I don't like to see people in our community getting hurt.
Sure. Why are you here?
Oh, well, as you know, when the earthquake hit, a lot of our fine establishments were taken out, including our wonderful police station, so I was collecting funds.
I think I saw you helping people yesterday. You had a grin on your face. You seemed really happy to have the opportunity to actually help some people for once.
Yeah, no, that... He completely ignores the for once. No, I am dedicated to helping this community however I can, Angus, and I know you are too. Honestly, your work with the Church of Isaac is just incredible. I'm not so big on the decor, but that's your choice.
Yeah, no, well, I'm trying to keep it how it used to be, rather than make any major changes to the decor right now. So.
But if you ever need any help with it, the community is always here. In fact, I think Mr. Fullerine was talking to you about that. Was it yesterday?
Yes, I didn't know you noticed. I thought you were too busy staring at the police station with your hands on your hips. No, yeah, I have a meeting with Mr. Fullerine tomorrow, I believe.
Ah, good man, isn't he? Very impressive, I hear.
Hmm.
Richard sort of stares at you, sort of like looks past you a little bit, and then just goes, "Oh, that reminds me. How goes our changeling friend?"
Oh, well, yeah, they're fine. They've mostly made a full recovery, as far as I'm aware, but, I noticed you, didn't really help them when I asked you to, so that's interesting.
Oh no, well there was so much going on with that missing boy and all. We had so much on our plate.
Yeah, certainly. It must have been a busy time. You must have.
Yeah, especially because
The
it seemed that he
barb
just
out the
sort of
corner
Mm,
vanished.
ah.
Yeah, no.
Just vanished out of nowhere, and you seem to be on that as well. So I can't believe you just sort of slipped through your fingers.
Well, it is what it is. Kids can be little sneaky tykes.
Adults too sometimes.
Yeah. You're not very sneaky, though, are you?
Well, I've got nothing to sneak about. I try and be very honest with people.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Do you need to?
Yeah, sure.
It's just fun. Do you need to? I don't. I got a 22.
I'll tell you this. From that, what are you specifically trying to glean from this role?
I guess, like, his reactions to my snide comments, but also whether he does try his best to be honest with people.
He is a complete liar through and through. Richard Filament has never told the truth in his life. Also, with that role, you can you stare deep into his soul and realize that Richard Filament might possibly want to be one of the most evil men on the planet.
I think Angus is gonna laugh in his face.
What are we laughing at? What are we laughing at?
I love playing these little games of passive-aggressive footsie with you, usually, but I have a lot of important work to do, and you don't. So, Richard Filament, you are one evil bastard who's never done an ounce of good in his life, and I am going to not actually give you any money to help rebuild the police station, but I'll do that as official Church of Isaac business once I've done with these medical tests.
Well, that is grand. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you so much, Angus. And he forcibly shakes your hand. No, great to hear that. See you later.
Richard's hand just starts melting because
Ah! Ah!
When he touches water, he melts.
yeah. No, I was thinking like Angus's gloves just have like fucking acid on them.
Oh.
Yeah, I spilt some acid around. He's gonna have some itches later.
The horrible, the vile Richard Filament sort of very, very calmly walks away, whistling a little tune. He's going...
As we just slowly watch as his hand develops like a caustic burn.
Yeah, no. Richard Filament's one of my all-time favourite NPC.
He's awesome.
He's so horrible.
I love to hate him.
I can't wait to get him one day. I'm very excited.
Someday we'll all get him together.
I can't wait to fucking shank him. It will happen.
I hope I get to
Something
be
will
the one
happen.
to kill him. I very much enjoy
Yeah.
that.
And Angus, do you return back to your tests, or are you going to go deliver your letter?
I might. Yeah, I think I'll go deliver the letter now that I'm like up and about. I would just like to say, at this point in time, because he's not like actively doing anything, Angus's outfit is just like a filthy like white t-shirt covered in oil stains, and just like maybe an apron around his waist,
I like that.
just like
He's got his work gear on.
cargo trousers. Yeah, goggles on his forehead. I mean, he always has goggles on his forehead.
So yeah, Angus, you and Richard go off in your two different directions to go and do some two very different things. And we are going to go to Narcissa,
Yeah.
presumably
It's me.
in your Molrin state.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, now that I know that people know about Mulrin, I'm gonna enter and exit my bedroom as Mulrin all the time, just to not give anything away. But I think the first place I'm gonna go is Monroe's bookshop, and I'm gonna take the book that I borrowed from his shop and give it back to him.
Oh, yeah. You
I've
start.
read it.
You start
I've read
walking
it 3
back.
times.
You start. Oh, has it helped? Is that helped Narcissa? Or Ulos?
I've actually partially forgotten what it's about. I think it was about
It
making
was a book
friends,
on-
right?
Yeah, it was. It was a book about making friends.
Yeah. I don't know if it has helped.
You know, you start heading down to go and see Monroe walking through. You have a another very weird sort of uncomfortable interaction with the manager of the Delaware factory, who's just aggressively supportive. And you walk through to see that there have been some repairs made to HEX. Not many. The police station is being like people are trying to like pull it out. That one cop who sort of always wears white, just as a weird general uniform, is always is pulling it out. There are sort of workers all gathered around, like talking. And you see joining those workers is your old buddy Richard Filament, seemingly just chatting away with them.
I think I'm going to ignore him.
Yeah, no. He seems to have
I
just come
see
from
him
somewhere.
and sort of
Yeah.
avoid him.
Can you roll me stealth, actually?
To see if he notices me.
Yeah.
14.
Okay. Sort of manage to very sort of sneak past Richard Filament and see like hiding behind some of the rubble and devastation. And you just sort of see that he is giving coffee to all of the workers and talking with them about something. And just sort of being doing his sort of big laugh.
I might become Timson and just sort of walk up and see what they're talking about. Because they won't recognize Timson. This is a human.
You go up to Richard Filament and his work friends, and you're like, yeah, no, it was a good day. You were good that day, lads. It was good. I'm glad we got to finally talk. Angus's bar is great and all, but it's nice to socialize out here, you know. Oh, hi there.
Hello.
Do
what
I
are you guys
know
talking
you at
about?
all?
Oh no, you might have seen me around. You can call me Tim.
Tim.
What are you guys talking about?
Well, before you came over here, we were just, and interrupted it. We were just talking about just the stuff that happened yesterday with the whole incident with the earthquake and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, where did that come from? That's crazy. I've
Yeah,
never seen
who
an
knows,
earthquake
honestly.
like that.
Was it Tim? Was it?
It was Tim.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just trying to have a conversation with my friends here, if that's okay.
Okay then. Sure, I'll leave you to your friends. I'll see you later. And
yeah, sure,
off.
whatever. And
I walk
he
off
sort of, like,
menacingly.
him and his gaggle sort of like you like with an evil grin. You sort of walk off. You got a dead face on, and he's
I'm giving him some clues now. Some weird things that don't make sense. Giving those to him now.
And you head
Fuck
on
him.
over to Monroe's, but fuck you,
Not
Richard
fair, it's
Bellman.
just me.
You head off to Monroe's, and the building seems like almost pretty much untouched by the earthquakes. There's one broken window there. Do you head on inside?
Yeah. I'll be Narcissa.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll walk in as her. Yeah.
So you head into Monroe's to see that like most of the books have been like just all like just covering the floor, and that Monroe is very sort of like methodically picking them up, placing them where they need to be. He's not really paying you any mind at the moment.
I'll walk around a bit, and then I'll go, "Hello.
Oh.
I came to return
Hello
this
there.
book."
Ah, yes. Thank you.
Uh,
If you're worried about late deliveries, there is no concern. You had a extenuating circumstance. It is of no worry.
yeah. You read my mind, didn't you? You knew I was a changeling.
Yes. As soon as you entered my establishment,
I
knew.
knew it. You're good. You're good at reading minds.
It is not a skill I take pride in. If you're in vicinity to me, I just happen to know certain details.
That's okay. I don't mind very much. Like, for me, I sort of try not to change my appearance too much, but, you know, there's just something about it. Like, if I'm one person for too long, the others get restless. That's why I couldn't really keep this a secret for too much longer. You visited me, didn't you? Like, a lot.
Yes. I wanted to check in on your well-being.
Thank you. I don't know. Maybe I could help you.
That
Just
would
while
be
I'm
greatly
here.
appreciated.
Yeah, and I'll try and pick up some of the books.
Yeah, you pick up some of the books. You sort of like pick up the books, like grab a couple, then Monroe like correctly organizes them. You get a nice little like system going.
Cool. Okay, so I have a bunch of questions. Firstly, so how did you come into possession of this bookshop? You said the previous owner died or something?
Yes. The previous owner, I didn't know much about him, but he put the place was put on for sale. I approached one of his close friends, the Dragonborn, Hordo. I discussed the sale with him, as there was no living relatives for the previous owner to give the property to.
Who was the previous owner?
I am not sure. I've been unable to glean any information about him. All I know is that he is now deceased.
So is Hordo.
Yes.
Okay. So, right. This earthquake, do you happen to know anything about it? You seem like you know more than you let on, I suppose.
Well, I presumed it was the vampires.
Maybe. Wait, did you read my mind, or did you know that before?
When I first came here, I knew. I didn't see it as much of an issue.
Wow. You're good. Maybe you should be investigating this instead of me. Right then, well that was going to be my next question. Vampires. What do you know about vampires? Well, actually, hang on. So you already knew that there were vampires here?
Yes, I heard them.
Where? Like, how many as well?
Monroe sort of stops organising the books for a moment and goes, "Would you like me to show you?"
Would I? Oh, sure, alright.
And Monroe sort of approaches you and just like, he's wearing like leather gloves and he sort of takes them off. And sort of like gestures like if you'd allow him to touch your head.
Oh wow. Okay. I'd lower my head a bit.
He places his hands like gently on your head. And please close your eyes.
Okay.
When you close your eyes, you're taken to this like network. It seems to be like all the minds in HEX sort of like operating, and you get little like whispers from all of their different thoughts. Like, but mostly it's all just surface level and like nonsensical. And you feel yourself like sinking into the ground, being sort of directed lower and lower. And you can't really get an idea of the terrain and where you are, but you see these like glowing orbs walking around, scurrying around like below the maintenance zone, seemingly hunting for any food they can find. You can't see their shape or what they look like, but you just see thousands of these like glowing orbs all looking for something.
Oh, spooky. Can I talk in here?
You talk and your voice seems to just sort of like echo out.
Wow.
You don't know if Monroe can hear you or if it's just you like talking to nothing, but it's just really loud.
Wow. So these are the vampires.
Yes.
Okay then. And these vampires. Are they really monsters? Or are they like us?
Well, when I came here and first sensed them, there was a need for survival, to live, to carry on, but if that is malicious, then we are all like that. You, me, we need to survive, and if we cannot help how we do so.
But I'm just thinking, could you talk to them? Could they understand us?
Of
Maybe
course.
they could understand you, if not me.
They can speak a wide range of languages. I'm sure they could happily talk to anyone.
I was worried you were going to say that. Okay then. Hang on. I've just had an idea. Could we invent a human substitute meat for them? They could eat that. I bet I could ask Angus to do that. He'd be up for it.
Monroe takes his hands off your head now.
Oh,
And sort of goes back to putting books away and just turns to you and goes, Narcissa, do you know how the Ithilid race feeds?
wait. These are the vampires, right?
No. I am an Ithilid. That is my species.
Oh, sure.
Do you know how we feed?
How?
We devour the brains of living beings.
Okay then.
And the vampires survive by consuming blood. Narcissa, this is a hostile world for people like us and the vampires. It always has been, and it always will be. we cannot help what we are. And he just sort of turns away from you and just goes back to picking up books.
Yeah, but maybe we can try at least.
I am not a monster, Narcissa. Narcissa, I would prefer if you leave now.
Oh, okay.
If you wish to speak again, please feel free to come back tomorrow. Right now, I need time to work.
That's all right. Wait, one more thing. I was going to ask you about if you knew who spread the information that I was a changeling. I mean, it's got to be either Angus or Masha, or maybe even Richard, since he could have worked it out, given that, you know, we were together and then one of us wasn't there and then a changeling was there. Do you know anything about that? Last question, and then I'll go. Promise.
Richard Filament. Who is Richard?
You don't know him?
I have not
feel
met
like if you...
Richard Filament so far, but
Well,
I did see him. I know him, but no. When you were first in the coma, I saw him. He was talking.
yeah, okay then. Sure, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, he probably just worked it out. Alright then, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, I know what I'm gonna do, but Mulrin can make up his own mind. Thank you very much for the information. I suppose I'll be on my way. There's stuff I have to follow up.
As you leave, you just hear, Narcissa,
Yeah?
you are not a monster. Nor am I. Nor the vampires. Remember that.
Okay.
Okay. And Narcissa, where do you head to next?
Well, let me just check my list of places I want to go. I have more than one other thing on this list, but I'll only pick one. I want to go and investigate the Mother Superior. I forget what she was doing because I haven't yet rewatched what we were doing last episode.
She was hiding files.
Hiding files in the underground place.
No, she was just hiding files in in the church.
In the church.
In her church.
I imagine I'd remember this, where it was.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to investigate as Yuki the Halfling. Okay.
Cool.
And I don't think I've told anyone this, but even you, Ollie, but I imagine that all of the people in my me are the same height, so the clothes fit, except Yuki is a halfling, which is shorter. So I have like elastic clothing, so then I can just roll up my sleeves and trousers whenever I become her.
Oh, cool.
So then it doesn't it's a bit more inconvenient, and I do have specific halfling clothing. But just I can if I want to. I just worked that out. I don't think I even told you about it.
That's all good. Okay, so you head off to go and speak to the Mother
Cool.
Superior. And we're going to cut to
No.
Masha.
I sneak
What?
off to not talk to her and
Oh,
I'm
sneak
not gonna talk
around.
to her.
Go and...
sneak around, yeah.
What an inconvenience that Angus is also giving a letter at the same time. I'm sure hope that won't cause him any issue. Anyway, go. This is Masha.
Me. Hello.
What are you up to? What are you doing?
I think the first thing that I'd want to do is go over to Angus and be like, yo, you figured out a cure for vampirism yet? And then, if not, probably go on to do like other things, then come back later.
I think you would like heading over to Angus. You see that he is actually already walking towards your church and seems to have just finished up talking with a deeply unpleasant Richard Filament.
Oh.
And Angus, you run into Sister Masha, the Sister Masha.
Whoa, the Sister Masha, that's me.
Whoa, the Sister
Whoa.
Masha?
Whoa, the Angus McGuy?
Yep.
Oh my god. Hey, have you figured out a cure to vampirism yet? Also, shh. Right in public.
It's a lot more complicated than that.
Yeah, Angus, don't talk about this in
That's
public.
What I've
Sorry.
Masha's the one who brought it up. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
That was the joke, but I
My bad.
don't think it came across. Sorry.
I thought it was a funny callback to
Yeah.
the last session where you were talking about vampires out loud in public. I take it back. You are unfucked. Have a nice day.
Cool.
Wonderful.
No, it's what I've discovered is the difference. There is a difference between the infected blood and my blood. That's what I used to compare. It's magically altered, so it's safe to say that the only real way to get it back is through magic, and that's gonna have to be
Right.
some pretty fucking powerful magic.
Okay.
And well, it didn't really react differently to many things. So I held out like the blood sample. I guess because maybe it wasn't because they're a true vampire or something. It didn't react with the sunlight at all.
Okay.
It reacted to
Interesting.
my healing magic, but it didn't react to my medicine. And what that tells me is that the blood isn't that different from ours. And
Right.
it doesn't
So,
feel like something that I can cure. I don't know how many clerics your church has, but if it's not so different to human blood, I just can't shake the feeling that we're looking at vampires wrong.
yeah. I have a similar feeling. But I spoke with Barb last night. Turns out she's an ex-vampire hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And the guild that she was a part of, they didn't believe that there was a cure for vampirism.
Do you know if they tried to find
I-
a cure for vampires?
I don't know. That's what I asked. Like my first thought was if they didn't believe there was a cure, then they wouldn't have been looking for a cure. But yeah, I spoke to Barb, and basically we came to the decision: if we couldn't find a cure, Barb would have to stake them. I think our main priority here is protecting the rest of HEX. I'm not super happy about it, but I think it's what needs to be done.
No, I don't know. I want to investigate the site itself. What do we know, the facts about meeting the vampires? Was it like a dig? Was it authorized? What's going on with that? Because
I'm not entirely sure, but the thing is that I'm worried that if we take a team to go down there, more people might get attacked and turned. But I think if we take Barb with us, if we use my avatar state, we may be able to hunt these things down.
I did not say hunt. Here's my thoughts on the situation. I've never once believed that all the vampires were gone. That's a ridiculous notion that you can just destroy an entire group like that. I don't think they're treated correctly. As far as I'm concerned, some digging was happening and a vampire was disturbed and it was defending itself, right? I don't agree that we should just start going after any other vampires. I definitely don't agree with killing the ones who have been infected, because it feels immoral saying this, but we already have them. And if we can't cure them, which, let's face it, that's a 1,000,000 to 1 shot, we still have a vampire. We can understand, the species more.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. When our guests turn, see if we can still communicate with them. Try and reason with them. I don't like the idea of hunting them either. I just don't want anyone else to get hurt. I am seeing these vampires as a threat, and I think that might be Barb's point of view.
She's a
coming
cop.
on me.
She's an ex-vampire hunter. No offense to her, but if someone introduces themselves as an expert on a subject, but also claims they're a hunter of it, I don't really trust that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I guess Barb may know how to kill a vampire, but I think she and her guild have definitely been missing a key element, because Barb said that vampires couldn't be trusted. Specifically trusted, which presumably means that they do have a sense of reason. They're not just killers or whatever, right? I think what we need to do is see if there's like a blood bank, or I don't know, volunteers to give these vampires blood to feast on for the moment, and then have the possibility that we may need to kill them, but only as a last resort.
Are you speaking for yourself and Barb, or just yourself?
I'm speaking for myself. I don't know if we can trust Barb to not kill them. I asked her to be a bodyguard for the rooms just in case, and she said she's not going to attack them just yet. She's giving us a chance to find a cure or some other way out, but I don't know how long she's going to hold to that.
Well, I need to go to your church anyway, to apologize to your Mother Superior. You can come with me, and we can talk about this to her. Lay some ground rules.
To Barb?
To Barb.
Yeah. I have a few things I need to do beforehand, but I'll meet you back at the church.
Yeah. Oh, if you just happen to see the Mulrin or Narcissa or whoever they are at this point in time,
Whoever, yeah.
could you ask them to do some sleuthing from inside the factory to figure out what those guys were doing down there?
Yeah, we'll do. Although, do you think we can trust Mulrin, Narcissa, whatever?
Morin's too stupid to be untrustworthy. Narcissa seems to have some kind of morals about her, so probably, yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll meet you back at the church then.
Right. See you there.
So, Masha, where are you specifically heading now, Masha?
I am going to. I'm going to make sure that we have like a guard post set up outside the hole where I found the vampires, and get like a couple teams together to see if they can find similar holes, and make sure the people know not to go in, but to set up guard posts.
Yeah, so sort of going down to the worker district, you see that there have been they've sort of cordoned off the area. Like they've made sure to alert anyone to not accidentally fall in or go down. And you see that there are a few people just sort of standing around there, being very casual, drinking coffee. And they go, "Oh, hi Masha, you all right?"
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that we have guard posts set up outside of the holes that formed. I just want to make sure that we're cautious here.
Oh no, it's all good. It's funny you should mention that, because Richard was right on it. He set up the police force are going to come out here and do some checks.
Filament.
Yeah, Richard. Yeah. Richie.
Okay. And these are I'm talking to Mason's own workers, right?
Yeah.
Do I know if they trust the police and Richard? Richard specifically. Like,
You roll me some insight.
that's a 13.
Okay, I think with your knowledge of the maintenance already, you know that a lot of people do not trust the police. Some people who have been in HEX for like a shorter time are like on sort of cautious. Some of the Delaware workers are like do trust the police, but like it seems that a couple people are a little bit more like fond of them, or at least this guy is.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that should be fine, but from me, make sure that we're being diligent here. I need full 100% from everyone, otherwise people can get hurt, okay?
Nah, it's alright. Yeah, like I said, Richard's got Daryl out here, got that one other guy out here. I think he even went into the hole himself to make sure everything was secure.
Richard went into the hole?
Yeah.
When?
Well, just this morning, really, before you got up. I think
Did
we
he
had already
come
started
out
getting.
again?
Oh yeah, he came out fine. I was just looking around, making sure there was no issues.
Okay. You know what? If and when you see Richard, can you ask him to find Barb? She'll be set up outside the rooms with our guests. I want him to have a check over from her to make sure that he's okay.
Nah, of course. No problems, Masha.
Yeah. I'm not super worried about him. I'm sure he's fine, but just,
Nah, he's always bright and cheery, isn't he? He's always bright and cheery.
He sure is. Anyway, it seems everything's covered here, hopefully. I have some more things to do, so I will probably be reporting back at some point. But until then, good work.
Okay. Masha, are you heading off back to She Who Seeks Truth and Mystery?
Yes, I am.
You're gonna looking on your potential vampires?
Yeah, I'm sort of like looking. Angus was going to go talk to Barb after sorting stuff out with Mother Superior, yeah? In which case, yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So, we are going to cut back to Narcissa, now Yuki.
Yes.
Could you please
Hello.
roll me some stealth, please?
I can do that, except I just put my dice away. I'm going to take
You
it out again.
fool!
Oh, we got a 16.
Hey, that's pretty good. So you sneak on in through the church, like, you may maybe catch a glimpse of like Angus and Masha, like from earlier, but like you're on a mission. You got to do this. So you sneak on in, sort of, and you remember exactly the route you took. Like as much as like Mulrin was very incompetent, and like you getting exposed has not gone, like you not getting exposed has gone quite poorly. You are very good at like stealth missions, and you're good at memorizing locations. So you manage to sort of like follow along the sort of winding church, and you find the room.
Yeah. Okay. So I slip in and I root around. I try and find the chest that she was looking in when we were looking in on her.
Roll me an investigation.
Oh, that's a 5.
So you're rooting around in these...
Hang on.
With my passive investigation.
I have the observant feat now.
Oh.
Oh no.
Right.
We're too powerful.
So how does... Can I use that instead?
Of course. You know what? I'll let you do it, because you've succumbed to the observant feat now.
Okay. So that's 10 plus my intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plus 5.
Plus proficiency.
Plus
bonus.
proficiency. 20.
Okay. So...
I won't
your
do that
many-
again. I just
With your many
I
eyes,
wanted a turn.
you look around and you see like the chest is like you sort of like call back in your mind, maybe even like a little trace of that psionic capabilities that Monroe showed you sort of lingers there, and you locate the chest.
Hell yes.
You open it up.
I look inside. What's in it? I'm careful to look around me, make sure no one's behind me, looking at me, what I'm doing. And I look inside the chest.
So
See what's there.
you see, like, there's loads of things in this chest. There's the files that you saw that she was holding, but there also appears to be like 3 magical items, like and you can tell they're like innately magical. There seems to be like a skeletal hand covered in like diamonds and crystals. One of them's like an eye that sort of seems to be shriveled up and preserved, and the other is just a pitch black orb that's just sort of like quietly humming.
Can I touch the orb?
Do you touch the orb?
Yes.
Roll me intelligence, please.
Ah, I knew that would happen. I knew something would happen. Okay, 10.
Eddie, got an opportunity to make a sphere of annihilation.
What if it
This
was?
is the wish spell.
And I'm just dead.
The wish spell.
Yeah, you'll take 40-10 force damage.
Yeah. Have you rolled intelligence, Matthew?
I have, and it was 10.
Okay. So you are taking
Uh-oh.
3 damage.
3 damage. Okay. So
And you see that whatever finger you touch this with just starts to burn. So you're taking 3 necrotic damage.
Okay. So I was healed.
and-
I've just had a long rest, so I'm
Oh. Okay. You're fully
just
healed.
to check. Sure. Okay.
And as you touch the orb, you get like flashes of stuff. Flashing before your eyes, you see like Hordo dead, and then very quickly after that you see like the three men in the cave, like with this gigantic creature sort of looming over them and draining them. And then for the final one, you see Francis Delaware. But whoever's looking at him is holding a gun pointed directly at his head.
Oh.
And then the flashes stop.
Oh shit. I'm debating whether to touch the orb again.
Touch the orb again.
Okay, I'm gonna touch the orb again.
Make another intelligence roll, please.
Brilliant. 7.
Oh my god. You take 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. Oh no.
And touching the orb again, you... I'm so... Thank you for touching the orb again, by the way.
Don't mention it.
No, but I'm greatly appreciative of you touching the orb again. Oh my god, my goodness gracious. You see, you like. Sorry, I'm getting my bearings. You see the same 3 images flash again of Francis Delaware, but then you see like more stuff, like someone being drowned in what looks like a vat of white liquid, and then like some sort of creature biting down on a human's head. And then right at the end, you find yourself in this sort of pitch black room, staring at what looks like a detective, but they're just like this strange silhouette. They stand there perfectly still before turning to face you. And then you're back in the room.
Oh, that one was worse than the first time. Okay, right. So, let me just... Okay. let me just maybe write down. I don't know if I have. I don't think I'd have a notebook, but I really would like to remember what all these things that I've seen in here are.
So in this box there is the black orb, the withered hand, the withered skeletal hand with crystals, and the withered eye. There's also the files. There's a lot of files in there.
Okay. I thought she was trying to hide the files the first time I came in here. Actually, no. I'll check the files. What are the files about? Just before I scarp her.
The files are from the House of Isaac. You were both onto something, and they are of a specific student. These are Monty's files, and they basically just describe him having incredible magical prowess. And specifically in the field of, but then that part of it is completely removed. It's been torn out.
Okay then. Right. I guess I'm gonna have to scarp her then, because this is probably it. This is probably all I can. I'm worried about being seen. Okay. Sure. I'll maybe leave secretly and then see if I can catch up with either Angus or Masha. See what they've been doing.
Okay.
I suppose. Unless there's something else I wanted to do, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't think there was.
Do you leave? Do you take anything from the box, or are you just shutting it again?
No. I leave everything as it was.
Maybe you want to touch that orb again. Maybe you just want to
Not
touch
really.
that orb again.
Last time I did that, it did
Hey,
10
Matthew.
damage.
Maybe you want to.
Hey, Matthew. Maybe you want to touch the orb.
Maybe
No.
you want to take D12 damage from the orb.
D12.
Yeah. Maybe you want to
Okay.
take D12 damage.
You see,
from
the
the
thing
orb.
is, I have more than 12 HP.
Don't actually touch.
No, I am.
Do
I mean,
coward.
no. You got to think.
You
Now,
won't.
You run off out of this room. And
If I
need
went to
you
0
make-
HP in this room, that would be depressing.
and you run it.
I think the word you're looking for is hilarious.
Oh, that is the word I'm looking for.
You run
Oh,
out of
that-
this place.
No, wait, hang on.
No. Okay.
Ben's
I'll
convinced
tell.
me.
Are you
It's only
serious?
D12, and I have more than 12 HP left. And I might roll well on the intelligence check, and then I might even be able to touch it a fourth time.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
so
touch it again.
If you are, you're touching the orb again.
Yep.
You're touching. Okay, roll me intelligence.
I can't wait for it to be 2d12.
4.
Jesus Christ. Of course your intelligence is going down every time we decide
Yep.
to touch the orb.
Are you what was that you said about 2d12, Ben? What was that you said about 2d12?
Yeah, I thought it'd be really funny if it was
Wouldn't that be a
2d12,
shame
just
if
think
I,
it'd be
before
a
you touched
crazy-
the orb again, I picked out 2d12 from my bag?
What?
Oh, that would
Was
just
it-
be the craziest
I'm-
thing.
Oh no. It's not 2d12, is it? It's 1d12, right?
You take 11 damage.
Okay. Okay.
Your,
3
your
HP
entire,
left.
arm is necrosed and shriveled.
Okay.
3 HP left.
Yep.
Touch the
Don't-
orb again. Do it.
No.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
No.
What horrifying visions?
Of course. So,
Okay, what do I see? Come on. This had better be good.
flashing, you see all the the previous images you've seen before over and over again, and then you are taken to some place that seems eerily familiar. It's a burning village somewhere on a floor you've never been to before. You see people running and screaming. There's a band of men with strange weapons, and one of them approaches what looks like the village chief and holds down this like device. You suddenly see the village like leader start rapidly flipping through forms, just screaming in agony.
So I don't recognize any of this.
No, but you instantly
Okay.
know that the people here are all changelings being hunted.
Wow. Have I ever just like well, partially related. Have I ever met another changeling?
No. Ulos has never encountered another changeling before.
Okay. Sure. Is that
That's the
Is
end of
that
your
it?
visions.
is that the end?
You could see one more vision if you touch
Okay.
the orb again, but that is possibly the stupidest idea you could possibly make.
No,
Thank God.
that would be the stupidest idea.
What's still stupid, but slightly less stupid, would be touching it a third time after it's already given you 10 damage.
Slightly less stupid. I thought you said it was D12.
I did say it was D12 in the end. I did roll a D12. I didn't. I was going
Okay,
to roll
okay.
2D12 to be mean, but I decided not to. I decided not to in the end.
I assume after that I'm like genuinely
You
weak.
feel like
entirety, you're just all
this is
rotten,
it's not even like
shriveled.
physical. There's no physical injuries on you. Your soul is being drained out by this thing.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I try and sneak out then, I
Roll me
suppose.
stealth with disadvantage, please.
With disadvantage. All right. Oh, 12.
You very sort of like lazily sneak away, sort of like dragging your body against the floor. It's really hard to be sneaky at the moment, and Angus, you see sneaking very poorly, looking pale. Is this strange half? Yuki was a half elf, right?
Halfling.
A strange looking halfling, just sort of going around looking very tired.
Did they change into a halfling in the church and the J confrontation? Is this the same?
You might
Yeah.
recognize that.
You know that this is Ulos in another
Yeah.
form.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh! Hello
What are you...
there.
I need to ask, I know what you're doing. What did you find?
I think she's probably fine, actually. She's got this, like, weird orb thing that, like, shows you visions of things, and I only touched it exactly once.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, roll me insight.
Oh, got an 8.
Oh, yeah, I only touched it once.
Anyway, yeah. She's also got this cool hand thing in that chest that she was looking in, and another thing which I've forgotten what it was. Ollie, can you remind me what it is?
It was a withered
the
eye.
third thing in the chest.
Eyeball.
A withered eye in the chest as well, which is, spooky. I think she might be doing something spooky, but
Is this the chest with the documents that she was hiding?
yeah, that's why she didn't want us to look inside.
Did you look at the documents? That's what I'm interested
The documents. No, I didn't.
Fine. Bye. And
Oh no,
Angus
wait,
is
wait.
just gonna-
What are you doing? What are you up to?
I'm going to go apologize to the Mother Superior for intruding
for-
upon her.
Yeah. Well, you can do that. Fine.
Yeah.
But just know, I was right about it.
About what?
She was hiding things.
Yeah, the documents we saw her hiding.
Yeah. So. Sure. Just saying. Anyway, see ya. Where's Masha?
Bye. Angus is just walking away.
Hey, but where's Masha though?
Is Angus still walking?
Yeah, the only thing he cared about was the documents, because, they're Church of Isaac documents. And that's his institution.
Yeah, no. you
It's rude of him. He's being quite rude there.
Yuki, you try and catch up with Angus.
You just lied to him.
Angus is bolting away. He's walking at a normal speed, but it seems like he's sprinting to you, Yuki, because you've had your life literally drained from your body. Where are you going now, Yuki?
You see, now I'm sort of wishing I'd asked Angus to heal me with magic.
That would have been a really clever idea. That would have been a smart idea.
Yeah, it would have been. Oh, would it? Oh, how smart.
Well,
Very
because you
smart.
wouldn't be dying.
Incredibly smart.
It's a straight line. You can cool down to him. You could raise your hands and yell to ask for healing after you've been severely damaged.
Please help,
Help me, Angus.
I'm a shriveled husk of a man.
Hey, Angus, can you heal me though?
I don't have any spell slots.
Okay then. That's the end of that.
Does Angus?
Far away, just yelling that. Yeah, no, I don't got any spell slots. Sorry, mate. And just walks away.
Does Angus have any spell slots?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
I
I thought he was just saying that to get
Yuki,
away.
what are you doing now?
So I can't walk.
You can drag yourself.
I can drag myself. I might go to the police station, maybe. Do some paperwork. See if they know anything. Maybe sit down for a while.
Okay, you drag yourself out of the church to go and do some paperwork at the police station, transforming back into
I
Mulwyn.
would imagine that.
Presumably.
Oh, yes. Good point. Yes, I should do that. And as I start crawling, the terrifying images that I've seen just suddenly start to catch up with me, and I start going, oh no, that was actually those are actually really scary to be in. I don't know if I liked them.
You crawl away as the horror of what you've seen sinks in. And as you go outside, you see that at the police station there seems to be some sort of gathering. But before we find out what's going on there, Angus, after you escape Yuki and leave them to maybe die, but it's fine.
That reminds me. I wanted to what's it called when you change the past?
Re-edit?
No.
Oh, I know what you mean, but I forgot the word because you mentioned it.
Damn.
Rephrase?
It's like
Where you change something.
Rewrite.
No, you change it. You go like, I didn't like this.
no, not rewrite.
Retcon.
I want to
Retcon.
retcon
Retcon.
it, so it's not like Yuki doesn't have an obvious gender.
Okay.
Like, you look at them and it's not like obvious.
They're androgynous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Whoa.
Okay. So, Angus, you head on over after escaping Yuki to go and see where your vampires are being taken care of, and you see a few nuns walking by. They're like making repairs, but you see standing there still, like on guard, just sort of looking at a wall, is Barb, who's looking very serious.
God, she fucking loves doing that, doesn't she?
It's her favorite activity.
Oh, Angus, hi.
Oh, yeah, hi, had a talk with Masha. Masha isn't here yet.
Well, I mean, we're
I can't.
both adults. We can talk.
Yeah. I'd been looking into the blood, and my conclusions are that it's been magically altered, so it's less of like a virus, more of like a hex or a curse, as Masha said. Nothing. Magical healing reacts the same as it does to any kind of undead stuff. And so do real world medicines react the same as they would to human blood. And sunlight doesn't seem to affect it.
I mean, maybe they're just not pure vampires yet. That might explain the lack of sunlight sensitivity.
Yeah. Masha said that you said vampires were untrustworthy.
Accurate, I think.
Does that mean you can communicate with them?
Yeah, we've talked to vampires before. Not really long conversations, if you know what I mean, but they are capable of like understanding and communicating.
I don't want you killing these people until I've done my very best to figure out how to help them.
The deal I made with Masha is that I'll give you guys a couple days, but as soon as anything goes wrong, I take action. So, yeah, that sounds fine. Just do it quickly.
No, as soon as anything goes wrong, bring me. Because I still have some things up my sleeve that I would only need to try in the presence of someone who's turned.
You want me to waste time bringing you over here to try something that probably won't work when I could just act on it?
Yes.
Oh my god. They're killers, Angus. It's all they are. Once you've that little human switch in the head's gone off, they're just gone. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is.
And I'm sure to the birds and the mice, that's all a cat's ever going to be, just a killer.
I mean, even if there was something more, their entire like lifespan, their entire lives are just built on spreading and infecting, and that's it. Why would we want to save that?
I don't know. But considering this is the first recorded infections for a considerably long time, I think I'm going to say that your information isn't entirely accurate.
Barb sort of like clenches her fist and just like breathes in. Okay. In that case, take your research. Go on in.
Can I look at... They're like a cage, like a cell, aren't they?
Yeah, they're basically in like old nun dorms. And
Can I see them through the dorms?
you look up and you see, like, you can see through like the bars of like the little like bars on one of these doors that the two who were completely out of it yesterday are now just like kind of sitting up on the bed and just sort of looking around at everything. Then one of them just sort of locks eyes with you and just kind of stares.
Can I roll an insight on that? Just like a general eyes of the window to the soul kind of thing.
Roll me an insight.
Dirty 20.
This is curiosity.
Curiosity like a child, or like a kind of animal? What kind of...
It's like a new something. they're trying to get to grips with something. Again, they're just sort of like taking in everything. And also just a little bit spacey
What
as
have
well.
they been eating, Bob?
They've not eaten anything yet. Haven't needed to ask.
So you haven't offered them anything?
Didn't see the need, and you think, well, if they need food, they'll just bang on the door.
And then you'll kill them.
Are you here to do research or not? Like, if anything goes wrong, I'm right here.
I can't do research on them now. I am going somewhere that Morin mentioned, I think. I might be able to discover something there. I'm not here to be your enemy, Barb. I'm not showing up to rub my righteousness in your face. And I'm happy to, give you the last word. I can take I told you so, but my priority is life. Not just the life of people, the life of anything. And I want to understand these creatures more.
Bob sort of gives you a nod.
Thank you.
And you head out.
Yeah.
Where are you specifically heading, Angus?
Morin mentioned the bookstore, didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah, so probably there, if not for any reason other than to find books.
Okay. You head out, Angus, and Masha, you also start approaching the main town. And you see that quite a large crowd is gathered around the police station. The police officers, obviously excluding Barb, Gunter, who's sort of standing there nervously with like a little riot shield, just in preparation if it goes wrong, and the other silent officer is also there. But taking center stage on a little podium is Richard Filament. Hello, everyone. You all know me, obviously. I am Richard Filament, officer and protector of HEX. Now, the past couple weeks have been difficult and strange. I know for all of you, and I know certainly for me. There was the incident in the maintenance zone with the attack of the strange creature, bravely fought off by Angus McGuy and some others. There was also the incident with Jay, now missing. Also handled by the wonderful Church of Isaac, and we assisted where we could. And now this incident with the earthquakes, I know. It's been a lot, and I know you will have questions about many things, the changeling, policy going forward, but I'm here to talk to you about the truth. I recently had a discussion today with members of the community, leaders of the House of Isaac, She Who Seeks Truth and Mystery, all pushing forward on the same goal, and we needed to tell the people the truth. Keep them strong, keep them protected, keep them safe in these dire times. And with guidance from some powerful figures, I am taking a stand here today. In the earthquake, a discovery was made. A vampire hive has been living under HEX for an unknown amount of time. We do not know how long it has been here, whether it has come up overnight, but we know we are unsafe. And we are in danger. And I hope you will all stand with me to push forward into the future. And the crowd gets into an uproar and gets into a panic, starts screaming and shouting. And you see, Angus, as you leave the church, Masha too, you see that Richard Filament sort of looks over to you both and gives you a disgusting smile.